I just watched the video again, and it's so stupid, but it's also a little bit kind of a work of art because it is somehow equal parts hilarious and equal parts infuriating. Like, could you imagine if I, Philip DeFranco, made a video called Dear Black Women, and that video started off with, hey black women, here are a few little things I think you could change up in 2017 to be better. And that was followed by a minute and a half of condescending downspeak where I'm like, all black women are like this, and black women are stupid this way, and black women, they're ridiculous this way. Am I right, everyone else? If you realize how fucking stupid that is, my career would be over and done. Like, I understand that there is a historical power difference. We're talking about a majority versus a minority, but like you realize that in something that is all about, you know, be more open-minded and inclusive, you're being exclusive and hypocritical.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Hey guys, Nathyn Brandon Masters, Breakfast Club Wednesdays. This is probably my first cup of coffee in like a week, so this is gonna be good. So guys, I'm gonna tell you a story, okay? It's a story of a musician, okay? This guy, the amazing musician that had great ideas. I mean, phenomenal. If he had the opportunity, he would do things in a manner that would change how music was done and videos were done, like probably forever, okay? He was just that amazing. And the music video scene had just come up, and there's this network that was doing these music videos, okay? And they were putting these music videos out there. And these videos, like, once you saw these videos, people would run out and buy the songs. Now, this guy said, man, I want to get my videos on this network. And the network said, oh, wait a minute, you're a nigger. No, that's not going to happen here. Take that on somewhere else so people want to hear it. So what ended up happening was the record label that this awesome artist was signed under said, either you put our artist on or we pull the rest of our music from your shitty little network. And to keep the content, they said, yeah, okay, well, we'll go ahead and take this artist. So yeah, that's how Michael Jackson got his music on MTV. So flash forward to 2016, and MTV is telling people not to be so racist because MTV, they've never been racist. They would have never done anything like, you know, stop a black guy from putting his video on MTV because, you know, that's what racists would do. It's just like Sony right now being so open to black people and women. They did the Ghostbusters, of course, rah-rah feminism. Oh, wait a minute. That was Sony that was weren't paying the females the same as the male leads, right? That's what was going on there, right? The male leads were getting getting more than the so Charlize Theron, she had to renegotiate her contract because she wanted to get paid same as the men, right? Oh, that was Sony, right? Oh, that was also Sony that said, hey, maybe we should get a white guy to do this Equalizer movie next time because, you know, that $190 million that Denzel bought in just wasn't enough. There was another movie about one man taking on the Russian mob, and that movie came out also around the same time as The Equalizer. That movie was called John Wick. Last time I checked, John Wick made $70 million at the box office. Equalizer made $190 million, the movie with the black guy. But Sony's not racist or sexist. Not Sony. They're big into the feminism, big into the black thing, you know, big into the black thing. Nobody's racist, nobody's sexist, everybody's cool. You want to play these bullshit games, you can play these games, all right? You can play them, but people are kind of getting tired of this kind of dialogue, okay? And yeah, you are seeing white people kind of lash out. Here's the thing. If you are a person who is angry that Donald Trump was elected president, you cannot be the same person who goes around and likes this kind of video. You can't engage in this kind of dialogue. You have to at some point understand that this kind of dialogue is why Donald Trump was elected president. And I know it's put out there as a joke, but you're basically saying the men of this one whole race are bad. And let's be real, this is what they throw this out here about black guys too. Okay, there's the thing. It's like, okay, to throw it out here about black guys, we say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. So it's like, okay, well, let's throw it out here about white guys. How about you not throw it out there about anybody? How about you judge people by content of character? You know, everybody does this Martin Luther King thing. Oh, we're big on Martin Luther King, but we sure as hell don't want to do what he says do. You know, it's kind of like the Jesus thing. It's like we're big on Jesus, except when he tells us to do stuff like love one another and all that type of stuff. That's crazy, right? So, you know, Martin Luther King, content of character, not color of skin. Nah, yeah, we like the guy, but that's crazy. Believe me, this kind of stuff does not help black people. It doesn't help race relations. It doesn't help any of this stuff, but it does make money for people like MTV and Buzzfeed. The biggest problem in America is that you can make money off of being an asshole. And what I mean by that is you can make a lot of money off of dividing people. Now, we were at a good point, okay? President Obama was president, and all we had to do at that point was just kind of start some dialogue, okay? But nope, we're going to talk about this today. Why this same kind of shitty dialogue is what we don't need. Because this is about money. This is not about race. If you're black or you're a minority and you think that BuzzFeed or MTV or any of these people care about you, they care about you if you're green. Case in point, BuzzFeed, their whole thing is we hate cis white, what they would call cis white men or straight white men. I'll just throw it out like that. BuzzFeed's whole thing is we hate straight white men. They're bad, okay? But BuzzFeed is owned by straight, well, I don't know if they're all straight, but they are white men, and BuzzFeed is definitely owned by them. And you would think, man, why would these straight white men, or why would these white men put out this kind of material? And you would think, well, maybe they are just really hardcore liberals, really just deep into the liberal thing. Well, I'm going to say no. And I did a video about this. BuzzFeed makes money in a very interesting way. As a business person, as a person that's trying to run his own business, it's ingenious. What they're doing is ingenious. It's amazing what they're doing. Don't think BuzzFeed doesn't know that when they upload certain videos that they're going to get more dislikes than likes. But you got to understand, again, the YouTube algorithm. It works on the idea of, are people responding to this video? Are they leaving comments? Are they liking? Are they disliking? It doesn't matter. If they're interacting, the video goes up. BuzzFeed gets a ton of dislikes, and they don't care because it's still money in the bank to them. It's big money to them. You can actually go anywhere and see that BuzzFeed makes millions of dollars. Like I said, I'll link the video that I did about this on my vlogging channel. But fact of the matter is, BuzzFeed makes a ton of money doing this. Now, on the flip side, you also have to consider something else. No one has done more to make the social justice warriors in the left look bad than BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed takes videos that pander to certain groups, and they take the furthest left opinion and put it out there. And yes, that panders to a certain amount of people. So those people who love that video go and they like the video, and everyone who dislikes the video, well, those people are racist and sexist, including all the liberals who dislike BuzzFeed videos because they understand that BuzzFeed is making them look bad. So, I mean, you think about how bad BuzzFeed makes women look. If you are to believe that women are that stupid as the women portray, and I do say portray because I don't believe even the women over at BuzzFeed are that stupid. If you believe that women are that stupid, then you have a really crappy opinion of women. You know, the kind of women that says, what's between their legs that's so important? Any woman that's ever been with a man understands how a penis and testicles work. I have to assume that the women at BuzzFeed, particularly in the manspreading video, have never been with a man. But then again, a lot of social justice warriors don't believe in biology, so it wouldn't be shocking that they don't know how that works. But that's a different story. We're talking about MTV, not Buzzfeed. You made a video so bad, it had a 90% dislike ratio, okay? Let me put it like this. The last movie I made was a horror film that nobody liked, okay? The like to dislike ratio on that horror film, many times, is neck and neck. It's like half and half, okay? And it's not the greatest film in the world. It was just something we were experimenting with just to see what I could do in a certain amount of time, okay? It's not a great movie. But the like to dislike ratio, there's more dislikes than likes, but it's kind of neck and neck, okay? You guys did a video where 90% of the people said, "Now this is bullshit." And everybody keeps saying, "Let's open a dialogue." And when I say let's open a dialogue, I don't mean the Trevor Noah, Tommy Rand bullshit dialogue where they sit there and throw out the same rhetorical shit that everybody throws out. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a real dialogue. Hell, I would actually prefer to see more of the Samantha Bee, Glenn Beck kind of dialogue. Now, they had a lot of fun, but they actually talked about some real topics. One of the things about Jon Stewart and Bill O'Reilly is when Jon Stewart and Bill O'Reilly came together, it was very funny, but you actually got to hear something a little bit beyond the rhetoric. You got to hear two people actually talk about something. And that's what made it so enjoyable. I think the Samantha Bee, Glenn Beck thing, that was a little bit more enjoyable. It was funny, but you got to hear two people actually talk about what they felt was going on. In the Trevor Noah, Tommy Rand thing, that was just more the same bullshit that we get all the time. Yeah, they'll make money, but we're going to be put in the same position where we have to side with one group that's extreme or the other group that's extreme. Two groups that's extreme don't get shit done. They're extreme. That's the problem. You don't go with the extreme. You want to go right down the middle. Do the things that make sense on the right. Do the things that make sense on the left. The reason the media and the government and everybody keeps us apart is because they know once we get together, we do good shit. I mean, you think about it. Michael Jackson, big #1 song was Beat It. Michael Jackson singing, Eddie Van Halen on the guitar, right? Run DMC's remake of Walk This Way. You got the white guys doing the rock. You got the black guys rapping. And I was a huge fan of rock hop. I love the rap over rock. I love that, okay? We know that when black folks and white folks get together, we can do some kick-ass shit. If we're singing, we make great songs. If we're in a cop film, we make a great buddy cop duo. If we're doing anything together, most of the times it rocks. You got the black guy, you got the white guy, you got the white guy, you got the black guy. And everybody's working together and doing something awesome. Let me also, and I'm going to end with this question about the Hey White Guys video. And this is from a black perspective here. Are you telling me white women can't be racist? That what you're telling me? That if you're a woman and you're white, you can't be racist? Or if you are a woman and you're white, your racism is okay. Are you telling me Asians can't be racist? Now, as a black guy, we've seen some racist Asians, right? I mean, you know, if there's black guys watching this, you know, please feel free to comment, because I'm finding it amazing that the only racist people that were addressed were white folks, white men specifically. Nobody addresses the white racist women. Nobody addresses Asians, who a lot of Asians are racist. We don't like to admit it because, you know, they're not white. But yeah, a lot of them are racist. I'm just putting it out there. I know if there's some Asians watching this, don't get upset. I'm not saying you're all racist. I'm just saying a lot of you are. What about those Indians? Huh? What about those Indians? I guess they fall into Asian, but there's a lot of Indians out there that's racist. I'm not talking about Native Americans. I'm talking about West Indian. A lot of them are racist. A lot of Hispanics. A lot of Hispanics are racist. No? Don't want to talk about them? Don't want to talk about them? It's just the white guys, huh? All right. Just thought I'd put that out there. All right, guys. So that's it for me. Tomorrow we have our Cybernetic Centurion Bionic Dance. You guys take it easy. Nathan Brandon Masters, Breakfast Club Wednesdays. and hasta.
My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try,